Hi, I'm Vladimir Levchev. I'm a Bulgarian poet and writer. These are three of my American books of poetry. Black Book of the Endangered Species, The Rainbow Mason, and The Refugee, from which I'm going to read a couple of poems. Now, first about the title of this book and the poem, the title poem. In Bulgarian, the title is Nevazvrashtenets, but there is no such word in English. Nevazvrashtenets literally means the one who never returns. And this was a word used in communist times for those immigrants who would just flee the country and never return, going to the West, of course. And if they return, they would go to jail. So the word nevazvrashtenets cannot be translated, so I chose the word refugee, which to some extent means the same. But here is the poem, which was written back in the 80s, in the 1980s. The Refugee. Every minute has its countless cities and skies, briefly illuminated clouds, windows lit by the sunset. Every minute has its secret corridors leading to dark rooms. Who lives there? What would we have said to each other? How would we have lived there? Every minute I pass endless doors to eternal life. My soul, we have guilty knowledge of our loneliness of the end. And our guilt keeps us from paradise. The clock raises its two swords across the path of minutes we might have traveled to eternity. Cicada. My name is Lazarus. I came from the grave. 17 years I waited, perched on a damp root on the opposite side of life. The sky there is dark and firm. My name is Lazarus. I came from the grave. I woke up one morning in paradise, together with millions of awakened kindred souls. We flew up in a green tree in another time, a fleet of old-fashioned brown motorcycles with two red headlights. Our song is the song of time. It says good morning and it says goodbye with one high-pitched note. A growing song under the sun. My name is Lazarus. I came from the grave. 17 years of life in death. 17 years in a sky of stone. 17 years of silence don't exist anymore. What is time? I will die in a month in paradise. But what is time? What is time? My name is Lazarus. I came from the grave. I came to tell you good morning and goodbye. A Tree by the Road, in memory of Rowan Flint. Why should I move when the world itself passes through me? Why should I speak when the wind whispers in my leaves? Through long years of living, still always touching death, I make fruit from manure. Why should I thwart nature as she makes and unmakes me? My work is repose. I don't smell of sweat, but of flower. Herring Go. On the beach before dark, the herring goes, old men in white with long shadows, strut and chat with each other. We don't know their language, but we listen. The sun comes as in a dream, delivering a dramatic report. We don't know the languages of the wind, the sunset, the stars. Still we listen. As children, we played a game called broken telephone. Someone whispers words to you, you guess what they are and whisper them to someone else. We don't know the first word, but we listen. And so we make our parallel worlds. This next poem needs probably a little explanation too. It's called The Balkan Bridge, and it's dedicated to Ismail Kadare, the Albanian famous Albanian writer who has a novel, The Three-Arched Bridge. And there is also a famous novel of the Nobel Prize winning writer Ivo Andrić, The Bridge on the Drina. In both cases, there is a reference to the Balkans as a bridge region, a bridge between East and West, the way people in the Balkans see themselves. Although only Istanbul in Turkey is really a city that bridges two continents. Half of it is in Europe, half of it in Asia. The Balkan Bridge, for Ismail Kadare. For millennia we have quarreled, for millennia we have built and demolished the Balkan Bridge over the Drina, over the Danube, over the Ujana I Keke in Albania. For millennia we have asked ourselves, where is the golden city, east or west? Where is the real prophet? And what will be our profit from that bridge between the sunrise and the sunset? With knives in our teeth, we have asked ourselves, is it true that living people, our people, have been immured to make the bridge stronger? For millennia, we have quarreled and fought, died and killed, built and demolished. Meanwhile, the airlines were invented. Today, no traveler can see our ancient bridge. And probably the last one, before I read one in Bulgarian. Packing. This is a cardboard box. It is labeled 5:47 p.m. Inside there is a sunset above a forest. An Easter egg in green paper. There is also wind. In a couple of dozen boxes, I have gathered my life. Soon I will be moving, but I don't know where, and I don't know what I will be allowed to take. And now let me read one poem in Bulgarian. Most of those poems were written in free verse. It's very difficult to translate rhyming verse. However, in Bulgarian I also write rhyming verse, and I guess I will read one such poem that's a little more musical, can give you some idea how it sounds in Bulgarian. Град Данди се оглежда в река Тей. Ритъм на влак по железния мост върху залива, сирена ехти от звезда на звезда, градските лампи са метеорити застинали в прозрачния мрак на дълбока вода. Бели завеси се веят високо на сцената, фасада от камък, часовник и дъжд. Стъпки сред пари кафеви, сама по паважите, в жена се оглежда душата на мъж. В жена се оглежда душата на мъж. Стъпки сред пари кафеви обхождат паважите. Фасади от камък, часовник и дъжд. Бели завеси се веят високо на сцената. В прозрачния мрак на дълбока вода градските лампи са метеорити застинали. Сирена ехти от звезда на звезда. Ритъм на влак по железния мост върху залива. Can also read it in English, maybe. Just that was its sound in Bulgarian. It's a rondo. All the lines go in an opposite order from the middle on. So it's like a reflection of a city in a river, indeed. Dundee reflected in the Tay River. That's in Scotland, actually. The rhythm of a train on the iron bridge over the Firth, a siren echoes from star to star. The town's lights are meteors frozen down, in the deep waters transparent dark. White curtains wave high over the stage, a stone frontage, a clock and rainfall. Steps through brown vapors, alone on the pavement, a man reflects in a woman he saw. A man reflects a woman in his soul. Steps through brown vapors, sound on the pavement. A stone frontage, a clock and rainfall. White curtains wave high over the stage. In the deep waters, transparent dark, the town's lights are meteors frozen down. A siren echoes from star to star. The rhythm of a train on the iron bridge over the Firth. Well, thank you.